Hello. And welcome back to this stuff. Yeah, I just crashed the PC emulator, so it's having to do scan disk. Whoa! 3-stream streak!
Go ahead, make my day.
Alright.
Wait, don't I know you?
Wait, don't I know you?
Who are you?
Who's this? What's going on? Where am I? Alright, so last time we finished up with, I don't know. Something about the Declaration of Independence, probably. Is my audio weird again? Did it really not save my audio settings? It didn't.
Never give up.
Alright. That should be good enough. The Republic. BC. Let's go, it's time. Cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're like homing missiles. Stop! Sometimes I can't even see the thing that's hitting me. You know, I think that's what's most messed up. It's like, sometimes it's just like, I get hit, and it's probably like a shark at the bottom of the screen that I can't see or something. I don't know. Bad time. I'm having a bad time. The mines chase me down. You can't do anything about it. They track me. Okay. The shark can redirect the mines at you. Oh, is that what's happening?
Hi, is this book yours?
Oh, no, sir. I own nothing. Only a free man may own a book, and you will find many free men at the Academy.
What is the Academy?
It's the university where great thinkers speak. Plato is their teacher.
What does he teach?
I do not know, but they are great lovers of knowledge. I hear they speak of wisdom, justice, and truth. I am a slave, so I cannot go.
Yikes! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Hold on, I have to collect myself. That's not funny at all. You can't just encounter historical slavery and respond with just yikes. I'm sorry, but your response has to be more appropriate to the circumstances than just saying yikes. Couldn't be me, but go off.
Yikes! You're a slave? But that's not right.
You are very wise. Perhaps you should share your ideas at the university. Here, take this laurel wreath. It will mark you as a wise man to those who can guide you.
You can't write that. That can't be your dialogue. I'm sorry.
Like who?
Aristotle
Whom?
would know. I saw him earlier by the colonnade.
So would it be whom? Is that the direct object at that point?
Thanks. May I give you this book as a gift?
Alas, I cannot read. Your gift is better suited for a free man.
They could have done a second take on that line, I assure you.
Thanks. May I give you this book as a gift?
Alas, I cannot read. Your gift is better.
Thanks. May I give you this book as a gift?
Alas.
I
cannot read.
Your
Wait a minute. You mean only men read?
only free men and wealthy women. As you can see, I am neither. Please hurry if you wish to find Aristotle.
Oh, this game, man. It's just, I feel like every time you think you got it figured out, this game's got more going on.
Hiya, pal. Do you know where I am?
Hiya, pal. What manner of speaking is this? You are in the Temple of Athens, pal. I am a pilgrim here myself. I'm a writer of comedies from the Isle of Crete.
How do I get to the academy?
Practice. You don't laugh. Oh dear. It appears my comedy
Boo.
is somewhat tragic. I cannot continue unless I am recognized for my wit. Perhaps an award from the Academy would do it.
I want this to come off less critical than I think it's going to. But I do feel like this was all recorded with the understanding that we are going to do one take per line. And I feel like, while it would have doubled the effort, I feel like some of these could have gone with a second take.
How do I get to the academy?
Practice.
Here, have a laurel wreath.
This is truly an honor. You like me. You really like me. Who needs an Academy Award? Take this measuring stick in return. It will help you measure the ground.
I'm trying to return this book. Want it?
I'm trying to return this book!
Conversation
You want
is
it?
gift enough.
Have I ever played the Deluxe Mario's Missing with voice acting? Is that the isn't that the version that I played during Dashing Through Trash last year? I think that one had the voice acting.
Hello, do you know Plato?
Of course, I am a student of Plato's. You may call me Aristotle. I always welcome a stranger with a question. It is how Plato teaches and how I learn.
I'm a little worried that they confused Plato for Socrates, but that's cool.
That's an interesting method of teaching.
Yes, Plato learned it from Socrates, his teacher. Not surprisingly, we call it the Socratic method. Both the student and teacher ask and answer questions.
What questions?
Questions about life, knowledge, wisdom, truth, and our place in this world. We call it philosophy. It is food for thought, as these grapes I offer you are food for the body.
This man thinks he is wise, but he is not. Fuck him up, Socrates! Hey Dave, make sure you go back and watch the VOD from yesterday for whatever parts you missed. I will be quizzing you on it later. I think it's important that you watch it.
I understand that you're a scientist.
Oh, it's nothing. Any fool could deduce that heavy things fall faster than light ones. And who can deny that rocks sink while leaves float because of their shapes? I just wrote it down, in stone.
I don't like this man very much. Yeah, I'm not giving you that platform, Dave.
What else do you study?
Oh, math and geometry. They help us measure our land. That's what geometry means. Earth measuring. I could tell you more, but I seem to have misplaced my measuring stick.
Cool. Do you want this one?
Can you use this measuring stick?
Ah, thank you. Now I'll tell you about that book that you hold.
That book?
It is one of the works in which Plato describes his ideal government.
Okay.
What does Plato think an ideal government is?
Plato believes in a meritocracy ruled by only the best of the best philosophers. Unlike in a democracy, leaders in a meritocracy are chosen on academic merit.
Oh, is that why this book is so important?
Yes, it is the Republic, and it contains truth and wisdom that I predict will shape future civilizations for at least the next 2,400 years.
That's a very specific number. Can you tell me how you arrived at that very specific number?
Hello, I'm looking for the Academy.
And who are you, tiny workman? You are not a freeman. The place you seek is in Greece's gardens of Athens, the Academy, destined to last at least 900 years.
That's a really specific number.
Why would you go there?
Can you tell me how you arrived at that very specific number?
To return Plato's book. Do you know him?
Ah, yes. He was a student of Socrates. Plato began the academy to honor his teacher. That was in 387 BC, just before the treaty between Sparta and Persia, which ended Persian support of Athens.
Gee, Plato must have really liked Socrates.
Oh, yes. Socrates was said to be the wisest man in Athens because he was aware of his ignorance. but he was accused of corrupting the young and not recognizing the city's gods.
What happened to Socrates?
Hemlock, poisoned. He was forced to drink it and was executed. Plato never forgave the government. I could tell you more, but my throat has become too dry to continue.
Been there, buddy.
Can you use these grapes?
Ah, the gift of Bacchus. Or is it Dionysus? I can never keep my pantheon straight. Many thanks, my small friend.
Now, can you tell me more about Plato?
Well, he and his students study many questions, including what is justice, what is wisdom, and what is truth.
Wow! Sounds
Yeah.
like Plato's pretty important.
Oh, yes. His work will influence humanity as long as there are questions for which we can find the answers only within ourselves.
Sounds like more solipsistic bullshit. The methods by which we seek an understanding of our world, our universe, and ourselves are believed to have been created by the great thinkers and teachers of ancient... Oh no, get this one right. Greece. One of the most noted of these philosophers was Plato. In 387 BC, he founded what is said to be the first academy, school, something. I thought the answer was academy. Well, the first blacksmiths. Meritocracy? Fuck. Republic? Universe. Oh, I was so hung up on the word academy, I didn't consider the word university. Shit. How cool would it be if I could swap that out for the metal pipe sound, right? School survived for over 900 years. Learn this so-called bullshit method from Socrates. One of Plato's students, Aristotle, became a great philosopher and scientist himself. Plato examined such questions and ideas such as, what is wisdom? What is a man? Is there someone else who wants to talk?
Can you tell me anything more?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Can you tell me anything more?
I'm sorry.
Can you read it? It's all Greek to me.
Bring it to someone who has the time. I suggest that you seek out one of the wisest men in Athens. Go find Aristotle.
Who is Aristotle?
He is a student of Plato's. He is very interested in making sense of the world through science. His ideas are so persuasive
Can I fast forward
that
this?
I believe people will probably not question them for 2,000 years.
I'm so used to watching YouTube videos at 2 times speed that I just can't handle this guy. Just can't handle him.
Can you tell me anything more?
I'm sorry, but I am not allowed.
Alright, well, we'll wing it. Questions and ideas such as, what is wisdom? What is air? What is death? Nope. What is germs? What is a germs? What is magnets? What is magnets? What is science? What is scurvy? What is truth? Okay. What's the best form of astronomy? It's an oddly specific type of question. 300 centuries. I got no shame, let's go. 1 centuries. What is the ordering on this list? I thought I clicked 24 earlier. It's alphabetic. A meritocracy of ruling dipshits. What was that little... No, hold on. You're coming back here. You're coming back here, you little freak. Okay, what was that? What was that walk up to the temple? Let's see this again. You little freak. What is wrong with you?
Hi, I found this book. Is it yours?
This book is by Plato, but does that mean Plato owns it? Can a book be lost? I must ponder these questions for a while, undersized one. Please, leave me to my contemplation.
There were so many decisions that were made here. Fantastic.
Plato, this book is yours.
Ah, my Republic. Thank you, Mario. This book is mine, but the knowledge belongs to all. Now I can teach my pupils just as Socrates taught me.
With a book? I thought you had questions and shit. Why did you need a book for that?
Well, are you still playing this thing?
Against all odds. I am indeed. $15.95. London in 1595. In 1595, that was still Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, right, this again. Alright, let's go.
Could God make our da ravioli so big, even our Mario couldn't eat it? Riddle me this Platostotle.
Just not seeing that text and just hearing it through the TTS was fantastic. Thank you for that experience. Okay, man, just whenever, hey, just whenever you feel like I'm allowed to have a mushroom, fuck you. I want to talk to the painting dude. There's just 3 doors?
Excuse me, miss. Can I see the queen?
You're a bold little fellow. Rather cute, too. However, you must have an audience to see the queen.
Hey, we're all here? We're an audience? Hey, audience. Tell Mario he can see the queen. That's us. We're the ones.
How do I get an audience?
Getting an audience would be easy if you were a writer of plays or sonnets like Shakespeare. The Queen shows great favor to artists. Are you a playwright?
I'm incredibly playwright. Never been play wrong.
No, I'm just a plumber, but I need to see her.
A plumber? Well, you might try the Parliament. An earl might be able to arrange an audience. But be warned, some are not to be trusted.
How do you know which is which?
'Tis a puzzle to be sure. Some you cannot trust, while others, like the handsome and dashing world explorer Sir Francis Drake, are well known for their loyalty.
Could Drake get me in to see the queen?
Perhaps. If he finds you loyal, he'll send you back to me. But you'll need to give him this bosun's pipe first as a sign that I sent you.
What the fuck is this scene?
What else can you tell me about Elizabeth?
Enough about the good Queen Bess for now. Return to me once you've seen Sir Francis Drake.
Are you Sir Francis Drake, the explorer?
So, you've heard of me then? Until I can determine where your loyalties lie, I cannot and will not speak to you, sir.
I'm getting dunked on by a guy wearing a skirt. I mean, he looks great in it, don't get me wrong, but like, I wear the pants here. Here's a bosun's pipe.
Can you use this
Pipe.
Ah, from the Queen's handmaiden, you are a friend, sir. Come in! Come in and tell me what business brings you to Her Majesty's court.
I wear the overalls here.
Sorry to bug you.
Bug
But
you?
is the queen here?
Sorry to bug you.
No, friend. I wait for her as well. One sees good Queen Bess only at her convenience.
She sure seems busy.
Sink me, lad, she's the queen! And a great one she is, too. She's always busy, especially in these days of war with Spain.
There's a war on?
Aye, for some time. Back in '88, there was a great sea battle. Our small fleet kicked the stuffing out of King Philip II's huge Spanish armada.
Kick the stuffing out of him! Oh, we gave him what for? What is it? What is this line reading? This is like someone had a British accent. They've never heard a British accent in their life, but they've had a British accent explained to them strictly through text.
Armada? Isn't that a funny-looking animal?
Oh, it's fish, no, lad. It was the largest fleet of warships ever to sail the English Channel.
So you
won, right?
Beat them we did. We sent them packing with
Beat
their
them
tails
we
between
did.
their legs into the teeth of a fearsome storm which finished them. Fewer than half made it back to Spain.
Wow, that must have been exciting.
Aye, but not as exciting as sailing the seas in search of Spanish ships to relieve of their treasure.
Well, I must see the queen.
Well, I must
Can
see
you
the
help
queen.
me?
Aye, I judge you can be trusted. Take this pearl necklace. 'Tis a trinket from my travels. Take it to the Queen's lady and you'll have your audience.
Thanks, Sir Francis.
Good luck to you and Godspeed.
That guy seems entirely above board.
Do you want this necklace?
Ah, these beautiful pearls are a sure sign that Sir Francis feels you are to be trusted.
Can I see the queen now?
Yes, you'll have your audience. The Queen will see you in the throne room.
I can't thank you enough.
Enough of thanks. Get thyself to Elizabeth as quickly as you can.
Uh-huh. In the 45 reign of the country's greatest monarchs, Ol' Bessie. Good Queen Bess, as she was fondly known by her subjects, ruled with strength and wisdom in spite of the many problems she faced as queen. Hers was a kingdom troubled by deep religious divisions and war with Spain's King Philip II. The famous sea battle with his Spanish Armada? Is it gonna say Spanish Armada? Oh my god. Finally, countless plots against Elizabeth were attributed to her enemies, including her cousin Mary, Queen of Scots. When Mary fled to England after abdicating the Scottish throne, Elizabeth had her executed. Ultimately, Mary was accused of treason. World Explorer, Sir Francis Drake. Wait, what? Oh, Sir Francis Drake. Sorry, I just blanked for a second. Alright, what am I looking at? I hate that. I shouldn't have looked. Why do I always think that I'm gonna click on something that's gonna make me feel better? Fucked up, man. Fucked up. We've been to the Italian Renaissance twice now, Dozaby.
Pardon me. Can you get me in to see the queen?
Not so fast. How do I know I can trust you? I remember well the days of Sir Francis Walsingham and his spies.
No, I'm talking about the woman 2 doors down.
2 doors down? That sounds suspiciously like treason. Walsingham saw to it that Mary Stuart was brought to the block for that, you know. Executed, she was.
Ouch! Who was she?
Ouch!
Mary was Elizabeth's cousin, once removed, and the Queen of Scotland. After abdicating the Scottish throne, she fled here, still claiming her right
Dollar
of
store
succession
Orson
to
Welles.
the throne of England.
Yikes!
Yikes!
Couldn't they just keep her quiet?
How did
Yeah,
Mario
she
start
was
becoming a
confined
yikes
to
kind of
be
guy?
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, how did
And
Mario
for
become a
some
yikes
16
guy?
years, she plotted her freedom and the overthrow of Elizabeth.
No. I just need to give her something.
Not so fast, my clever fellow. How do I know you're not a spy for King Philip II of Spain? I don't trust you.
You're too suspicious.
Perhaps you should give me something to keep me from calling out the royal guards.
Do you want this money?
Can you use this crown?
The crown? Take it away, else I'll be accused of a treasonous theft.
So you can see my dilemma, dipshit. Unbelievable.
Thanks, Sir Francis. Good luck to you.
Is there someone else to talk to here? What? There's a little hallway back. Fuck you. Grog, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it.
Greetings, ma'am. I must speak to you.
Must? Is must a word to be addressed to the Queen of England? Little man, begone now, or I will make you shorter by a head.
I no longer wish to give you this artifact.
Your Majesty, I think you'll need this.
The royal crown. You have kept it well and returned it safely to its rightful place. Mario, we are eternally grateful.
I hope you're doing well today, Grog. I'm the one who writes my titles around here. I'm the genius. I specifically wrote that title because of how angry Dave was yesterday, so I just figured it's appropriate. Doesn't? I changed my title. You see what? Did it not update immediately? No, the title's been updated already. Yeah. I guess, I don't know, skill issue. Oh, Joan of Arc. Sure she had a happy ending. Thanks for getting this up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Got it. Okay. Yo, thanks for those gift subs.
Pardon me, do you know what's going on?
Foolish men are being led by witchcraft and heresy, I fear.
What?
What?
It looks like a battle to me.
What?
This is merely a skirmish. The real battle is for who controls Charles.
Charles d'Anjou?
Is Charles the king?
Not yet, but it looks like he soon will be thanks to Jean. Each victory she wins brings Charles closer to being crowned King of
No,
France.
it's not Charles in charge, it's Charge in Chuck.
So, what's wrong with that?
You must understand, Jean is doing what Charles' many advisors and knights could not. Their power and influence is reduced with each victory she wins. They are very nervous.
But what's that got to do with witchcraft?
Yo, what's that got to do?
It's obvious. Her claims of hearing the voices of saints is heresy, I tell you. Heresy. A mere shepherd girl of 17 could not lead 4,000 men into battle without the help of magic.
Maybe she's just an extraordinary girl of 17.
Bah, a woman cannot lead men. What could you know of such things? Here, make yourself useful. Take this quill pen to the Duke of Alençon.
Hey, Hippo Man. I think the only way this could make you stop teaching is if you realize that your students would be better served in the hands of Mario's Time Machine Deluxe from 1993.
I think that Joan is going to change your mind.
I think she's going to change
Never.
your mind.
A woman has no place on the field of battle. Now, be gone, impudent gnome.
Finally, people are saying to Mario what everyone's thinking.
Excuse me, sir. Are you in command here?
I may command their swords, but Joan commands their hearts.
Does Joan really go into battle?
Oui, she rides at the head of the troops. You should see the men rally around her standard.
So, she's a warrior, huh?
She has never taken part in the actual clash of arms, yet she knows much about the art of war. She's a natural leader and fearless when facing the enemy.
Does Joan wear armor like a knight?
They made for her a special suit of armor, much smaller than for a man, with no crest on it. And of course, she carries the sword of Saint Catherine.
I don't think Saint Catherine should have a sword. She's a saint.
Is that a special sword?
Ah oui, a small miracle that. Jean told the priest where to find it at the village of Saint Catherine de Fierbois, a place she'd never been. And find it they did.
How did she know it was there?
The voices
This
told
game is
her.
100% accurate. You don't have
She
to ask the
says
history teachers.
These things come to her through the voices of 3 saints. And just between you, me, and the tent flap, I believe her. She is very pious and filled with faith.
Oh.
It sounds as if you like Joan a lot.
I have grown quite fond of her, like a sister. When I saw her struck by that arrow today, it pained me greatly.
Yikes!
Yikes!
I mean, she was
Mario became a yikes
Have
guy.
no
When did
fear,
this
mon
happen?
ami. She was merely knocked
Oh
to the
my
ground.
God.
She arose quickly and pulled out the shaft herself. The men took her away from the battle to heal.
I must get this shield to her. Can you help?
As the Duke of Alençon, a note signed by me would give you safe passage around the camp
Passage?
to look for her. But alas, I have no quill to write with.
Buddy, oh, we're cooking.
Do you want this? Quill pen.
Merveilleux, my quill from the scribe. You shall have your letter. Also, take this bit for my horse. Give it to the stable master. He will know the whereabouts of Jean's horse.
Thanks, Duke. You can count on Mario.
Who the
Merci,
fuck's a
Count
Mario?
And bonne chance to you.
And bonne chance to you. Thanks, man. Thanks. Thanks.
Friend, can you tell me what battle this is?
Why, this is Orléans, mon ami. We are attempting to storm the fortification of Tourelle.
Who are you trying to take it from?
We are striving to end the siege of Orléans by the English, of course.
Looks like you have a tough battle ahead.
Perhaps, but we know victory will soon be ours.
How could you know that?
How could you know that?
Why, we are led by the Maid Jeanne, petit ami. With her leading us, we will not lose this fight. When we take Orléans, the Dauphin
You know you've got
shall
it bad
become
when even the
king,
French
and
feel
the
like it's
English
inappropriate to
driven
clown on
away.
you, right? I think that's the thing, is like you are at the bottom of the pecking order when the French think that you're beneath them. Flargra, thank you so much for the resub. France has won the most battles out of any country. I mean, haven't they also participated in the most battles out of every country? Like, a stopped clock is right twice a day.
You want to crown a dolphin king?
Not a Dauphin, the Dauphin. That is what we call the heir to the throne. When he is crowned, he will become Charles VII, our leader. Though many say Charles is led by Jeanne.
She sounds pretty impressive.
Ah, she is like an avenging angel, monsieur. The sight of her leading the troops inspires the men greatly.
Do you know where I can find her?
I would tell you more, but with all the fighting, I am behind in my work. I need to fix the bit of the Duke of Alessand's horse, and I can't find it.
Okay, I really appreciate the way he pronounced horse. I think that, you know what? I rescind some of my critique.
Do you want this bit?
Ah bon, you found the bit for the Duke's horse. Merci, little friend.
I feel like this is the one guy who actually tried to figure out what a French accent sounds like. I'm not French. I'm not an expert on French accents. I've heard some bad ones in my life. I'm just saying, like, this seems like the one guy who took a crack at it.
Any idea where Joan is?
I saw the hoof prints of her favorite horse heading up the hill toward that meadow. Look for her there. Bon chance.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying this guy's accent's good. I'm saying the other two were bad. Out of the three, this guy understood the assignment.
Can you tell me anything more?
No, go to the meadow now.
No, go to the meadow now. Oh man, this game rules. The idea that a mere 17-year-old could inspire hardened soldiers to win battle after battle during France and England's 100 Years' War is amazing. That Bowser of Arc was an illiterate 15th century farm girl makes it only more astounding. Driven to change her world by visions and voices of... Three saints. I was like, Catholic? What do you want from me there? Joan led French troops against the... British? Is it British? Nope. Against the English? Okay. Armed with the sword of Saint Catherine. Joan led an army of 1,000 men. Nope, not right. 300 men. Nope. 3,000? 4,000? Lifting the siege of the city of Orléans. Joan's soldiers routed the enemy repeatedly and eventually took back enough land to allow the blank to be crowned King blank of France. King. Nope. King Wolfie. King Tony Farmer. King Haydn. King Charles the Seventh. All I'm saying is King Charles the Seventh sounds a lot like a British name, not a French name. Well, it's probably heresy with the way things went for her. To allow the blank, took back enough land to allow the Dauphin. Hey, I'm the only goober around here. Stop biting my shit. Where?
Sorry to disturb you, but what battle is this?
Forgive me, but I must not be distracted now. I am seeking guidance. Please leave me.
I think you'll be needing this, Maid Joan.
Ah, you have found my shield. Now I can lead the army once again. Orléans shall not see another day under siege. I give you my thanks, mon ami Mario.
Cool shield.
Say, Joan, how'd you guess my name?
Let us just say that it came to me in a vision, Mario.
I noticed she didn't answer the question. She didn't know my name was Mario Polo. That's so true. That's so true.
Paul, are you still playing this thing?
I've been asked to stop, but yes, it turns out, yes. Imagine you have a bunch of Catholic saints who talk to you all the time and tell you secrets, and you were told that you're going to be visited by a Nintendo character. Like, that'd be fucked up or what? My first question would be, what's a Nintendo? Damn it, Hazel. We've got the apple. We're gonna go see Newton, probably. Unless there's another apple in history I don't know about. I'm not really up on my fruits. Besides, it looks like a Red Delicious, which, can we talk for a moment about how Red Delicious sucks? Not a real fruit, it's fake fruit. I had no reason really to kill him. I saw him, didn't like him. I didn't like his look. I didn't like what he was about. They played us for fools.
Hi. What's this?
Is this the first dialogue box that's giving me more than one choice?
This, my good man, is the Royal Society. We are a collection of learned men of science who meet to promote scientific discussion. I cannot imagine your business here.
What's a reflecting telescope?
Ask his astronomer friend, Edmund Halley, 2 doors down. I'd need to find my unfinished manuscript of the Principia to tell you anything more about Newton. It was the only copy in existence.
What's a reflecting telescope?
We just talked about that.
Ask his astronomer.
Excuse me. I was just asking about Newton.
I see. A friend of Isaac's, eh? 'Tis true, it must be said. He is one of the great minds of our age.
Excuse me.
He was made a full-fledged member at the age of 30, the young upstart.
Yo, Smite, thanks for the raid. You want to learn about history? Then I recommend Wikipedia. This is not the place for you.
Wow. What did he do?
He may have put me out of business. Take this lens. I grind precision lenses for telescopes. The Newtonian reflecting telescope may make them obsolete.
Hi. Can you tell me where I am?
A Merry Christmas to you, sir, and welcome. This is Cambridge, one of the oldest universities in the world.
Gee, what are you studying?
Many disciplines of infinite fascination. Astronomy, physics, mathematics. It was, of course, much easier before Isaac Newton invented the calculus.
Isaac Newton didn't invent calculus.
What's calculus?
Oh, 'tis to make the head swim. Calculus is a very advanced type of mathematics that has allowed us to solve innumerable problems that remained mysteries before. Take this book to learn more.
Would you like some literature? I'm not in the market for pamphlets at the moment.
Can you tell me why this apple is important?
No!
Of what import could such a fruit be? I prithee, leave me now. I must finish this lecture upon Isaac Newton's 3 laws of motion, and the second escapes my memory.
If this chapter does not end with me beaning Isaac Newton with this apple, I'm out.
Excuse me. My name is Mario.
A pleasure to meet you, sir. I am Edmund Halley, astronomer.
Cool.
Edmund Halley, like in Halley's Comet.
No, pronounce it the way he pronounced it.
No doubt to the great comet of 1682. Using Isaac Newton's theory of gravitation and his laws of motion, I have predicted its return in about 76 years.
Is there anything more disrespectful than someone introducing themselves and you immediately mispronouncing their name? Hello, I'm John Smith. Smythe, is it? Hello, you mean like the Old Town Smythes?
Sounds like you owe a lot to Isaac Newton.
He is without peer. In fact, I'm financing the publication of his Principles of Mathematics, which I call by the Latin name Principia for short. You may have this rough draft.
Thanks.
Did Isaac Newton help astronomy in other ways?
Beyond measure.
But just right now, I seem to have misplaced my telescope lens. Do you see it, old chap?
Can you use this lens?
Ah, just the lens I need. One day in big telescopes, we'll use Isaac Newton's discovery that a curved mirror works like a lens. Big metal mirrors don't distort as badly as big glass lenses.
It's because glass is a liquid.
So Newton is important to astronomy.
Immensely so. His theory of gravitation allows us to understand the orbits of the planets. Perhaps one day we shall send rockets to the moon, and all because of a common apple.
Hi, Grog. Thank you so much for yet another gift sub tonight. I really appreciate that.
An apple, like this. Why, yes. When, as a young man, Newton saw an apple fall, he realized that the same force kept the moon in orbit about the Earth. It was a true revelation.
I mean, if you mean by any of this been strictly right, if you mean like, has anyone start to finish said something that didn't have some error in it? Probably not, no. But plenty of people have said accurate things. It is impressive how distorted this is in terms of its interpretation of history. Like, well, I mean, historically, how good has, like, encyclopedias been? Like, Encyclopedia Britannica, for instance. Like, how I feel like I'm about to walk into something. I feel like I'm about to make an error here. How accurate were they? Right? Like, I will not be opening it in Garden 95 right now. No, thank you. If y'all behave, if everyone is good, if you promise me that you'll be good, we'll do a Encarta Mind Maze stream sometime soon, okay? But you have to behave.
Can you tell me anything more?
I'm sorry, but I must turn my attention to the heavens.
Okay, a new way to tell someone to fuck off just unlocked.
Do you know if anyone lost an apple?
A most curious question. An apple? No. I've lost my calculus book myself. I'm finding it most difficult to concentrate upon anything else.
Yeah, one of the most fucked up historical inaccuracies in Mario's Time Machine is that they suppose that Abe Lincoln died from tripping down a flight of stairs, which is so weird. Like, I mean, we know how he died.
Hello, can you tell me where I am?
Why, this is England's Cambridge University, my man. This is where Isaac Newton went to school. He was a student of mine.
I'm sorry, everyone's response is just, I'm having a great time.
What did Isaac Newton do here?
Here? Well, to tell you true, Newton did most of his groundbreaking work at his family farm in Woolsthorpe. That was during the 2 years that the Black Plague shut down the university.
What is he best known for?
I say, that would have to be his theory of gravity and his laws of motion. Perchance you'd care for his second law of motion, which he himself wrote upon this paper. Oh, go on and keep it, lad.
There are some who say it was the bullet who killed him, but most people know that what killed him was that he did not enjoy the play very much, no. FEMA. So that's how it got founded. Offer calculus.
Here, have a calculus.
My missing book. You have my eternal gratitude.
Offer calculus.
Now I can ponder the confounding equations that Newton developed in his 20s. That is, if I didn't grasp them already, of course.
What has Newton done lately?
Many things. He's been writing the Principia and studying theology, history, and alchemy. They say one day he'll go to Parliament or run the mint or even be made a knight by the Queen.
Cool. Good for him. Oh, what an easy mark.
Do you want this Principia?
Oh, no thanks.
Can you use this formula?
Strike me down. It's Newton's second law of motion. This is perhaps the most important law in physics. F equals ma. It means force equals mass times acceleration.
By the time we get to Lincoln's segment, Mario will no longer find slavery yikes. He will have mostly come to terms with it, which is really a drop off. Kind of embarrassing for him.
What are the other laws of motion?
The first is that a body, either at rest or moving in a straight line, remains that way unless acted upon by an outside force. Galileo was the first to realize that.
What are the second and third laws of motion?
Oh, well, the second is F equals ma, as I have said.
Don't just say F equals ma.
That for each action...
Don't just say F equals ma!
Opposite reaction.
What else can you tell me about Newton?
As with most physicists, he made his most important discoveries in his 20s. He said that at that time his mind was remarkably fit for invention. I must confess, I'm feeling the same way.
This game is so wild.
Here, have a Principia.
Ah, my lost Principia. Now I can read this while I await publication of his next great work, which I believe he is calling Optiques. That's Latin for optics, as no doubt you've surmised.
I did surmise that. Thank you, though.
What is optics?
It is the study of light and its behavior as it travels through lenses. With a simple prism, Newton has shown that white light is made up of a spectrum of colors. Now why didn't I think of that?
How much of science has Newton influenced?
Physics, mathematics, astronomy. They were all a jumble before Newton. I hate to admit it, but he is perhaps the most influential scientist, if not person, of the age.
Boring. Born on...
I like the better idea that this dumbass short stack from future Brooklyn is just walking up like, what the fuck happened here, to a dead guy in the upper part of a balcony and they just tell him, yeah, he tripped down some stairs, and Mario, fool that he is, just takes it at face value, cheer 1000.
That's... yeah, that's some Mario shit. Born on Christmas Day. Newton was uninterested in school until he attended Cambridge University, but his studies there were interrupted by London's Great Black Plague. 2 short years, family farm in Woolsthorpe. Newton invented calculus. Look, he was beaten to the punch by several people. I just know we got. I just love the idea that I could come up with something and say that I invented it, even though like 3 people before me invented it. That's fantastic. All right. Made major discoveries in optics and formulated his famous theory of gravity. Worked for Ben Franklin several times. Newton's 3 laws of motion. Revolutionized both physics and astronomy. Also discovered the spectrum? And invented the first reflecting telescope. Age of 17. 20? 4? 30? Principia Mathematica. Cool. Good talk. 123. I'm going to throw this apple at your face.
Hello. I'm trying to return this.
Please, away with you, small person. I must publish a book of my discoveries,
Honestly,
and I cannot recall the origin of my
We stand
theory
our
of
small
gravity.
kings around here.
What a dreadful birthday has befallen me this day.
Where with you, small person? That's me with everyone under 6 feet.
Mr. Newton, remember this apple?
Good heavens, that's it. The apple falls for the same reason that the moon orbits the Earth. It all comes back to me. Thank you, Mario. I can complete the Principia now.
Balzac. How tall am I? 6'5".
Paul, are you still playing this thing?
Do I count shoes in a person's height? Whatever makes them feel better. Filament, Menlo Park, 1879. What's this gonna be, Edison? You think they're gonna mention Tesla at all? Do you think Tesla comes up in this? Fucking shark, man. I hate it when I'm trying to time travel and the sharks prevent me from being able to get the mushroom power I need to go.
Greetings. How much for a room?
If you absolutely must know, $2.50 for gas lamps, $3 with a bathroom. But if you want the good bed and the stable view, it's gonna cost you $3.50.
The fuck?
If it has good plumbing, I'll try room 6.
If you absolutely must, but don't expect me to say something cheery like, "Welcome to the Hotel Menlo," all you get is a postcard of the joint.
Did Thomas Edison ever stay here?
Look, I've gotta go. Room 18 needs a haircut and a shave. They make me do everything around here. Now, where are those rusty hair clippers?
Did Thomas Edison ever stay here?
Look, I've...
Specifically the rusty ones.
Hello. Are there any inventors around here?
Hey, you must be new to New Jersey. Everyone knows Thomas Alva Edison. We call him the Wizard of Menlo Park. He invents something new and useful practically every day.
I have this wire light thing. Recognize it?
Looks like a slender thread or filament. Say, Edison's always looking for things this shape. He's already tried 200 of them as filaments for his new invention. Something to do with bulbs.
Bulbs? What's a bulb?
It's sort of a bubble of glass. Look, I've got no time for that. See that grassy field out there? The new American version of football is starting in Menlo Park, and I went and lost the ball.
Fucked up, man. Get it together.
Excuse me. I'm trying to return this.
That's the strangest looking piece of licorice I've ever seen. Edison buys thin strands of fiber like that at the hardware store. Often they're made out of cotton, twine, and even gold.
Edison buys threads of material like this?
I'd like to sit here and talk, but I'm waiting for a telegram from my brother. He's one of the many people who works with Edison, you know. Sure, Edison's a wizard, but he doesn't do it all himself.
Edison buys threads of material like this?
I'd like...
Do you want this postcard?
Great gift, but I really cannot accept.
Okay. Then piss off.
Hi. Do you know what this black wire is?
If I do recall, that looks something like Edison just ordered from China. Yes, here's a telegram. Send bamboo. Carbonized. Carbonized means burnt, you know.
Yeah, I know, man.
So, does Edison come in here often?
I'm on a break now, and my time's precious. I collect postcards from all over the world, and I need one more to complete my collection.
Wouldn't it be weird if I had exactly the one he needs? Like, wouldn't that be fucked up?
Here, have a postcard.
Just what I needed.
Just what I
From
needed.
everywhere but right here. Now, what were you asking about our local inventor?
Does Edison come in here often?
Oh, Edison has practically become a fixture in this place since he heard about those light bulb experiments in Europe. You know, he sent a very funny telegram yesterday.
What did the telegram say? You could tell me.
Lean in a little closer. I'm no snoop, but it said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." I have another telegram here for the druggist. Would you mind taking it to him?
Why else does Edison come here so often?
Well, maybe to remember the good old days. He was a telegraph operator himself, you know. He also invented an improved stock ticker, which is just another kind of telegraph.
So he invented 2 types of telegraph and people will credit him for 2 different things? Damn. He's got a good thing.
Here, have a telegram.
Oh, good. Let's see what my brother has to say. Edison near breakthrough on incandescent light bulb stop. Still needs to find reliable filament that glows when electrified in vacuum. Stop.
What else does he say? He says stop.
Gosh, what else does he say?
Just this. Edison certain carbonized bamboo is answer. Stop. Once done, we start work on first electric power plant and motion picture stop. Don't forget Mom's birthday stop. Your brother.
Gee, no wonder Edison's lab is so busy.
Oh, and his neighbors are always complaining of weird noises and smells. But I've got my own problems. Someone threw this funny-shaped leather balloon through my window. You can have it.
Shut the fuck up. Man, just shut the fuck up.
Can you use this? Football.
The football. Would you look at that? And here I thought you were just another pushy salesman. Let me make it up to you. Take a pair of our finest scissors. Can I do anything else?
What more can you tell me about Edison?
Well, he patented the first phonograph last year. I've got all his records, including his first big hit, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
The football. Alright, let's see. The prolific inventor, also known as Jersey's Wizard of Menlo Park, began his quest to perfect the light bulb in 1879 after tiring of the flickering light and funny smells from the old, dangerous gas lamps. Learning of a similar invention in Paris, France? Europe? Edison tried over 1,000,000 types. Find a long burning filament. Light bulb? Light bulb. The phonograph. The rechargeable battery. Owning more blank than anyone in history. Owning more piss. Perspiration. Nope, not perspiration. It's not magnets. Hey, anyone who was thinking it was magnets, you were wrong. Oh, patents. I'm trying all the numbers. What are you gonna do about it? That's too many.
Hi there. I'm new in town. Got a minute?
Nope. Sorry, son, but I've got to work on my latest invention. Danged if this isn't a puzzler, though. If I can't figure this one out, we'll all be left in the dark.
Say, Wiz, or Mr. Edison, do you need this?
Why, son of a gun. My boy, I believe that's the bulb filament I was searching for. Good job, Mario. This invention is the light of my life.
Shut the fuck up.
Say, Tom, where'd you get your
Say
inspiration?
Tesla. Say Tesla.
Funny you should ask. It was much harder to tell before, but now, whenever I see a light bulb go off in my head, I know I'm onto something good.
Fucked up, man. Fucked up. Absolutely. Absolutely unconscionable. You know what? I'm taking these rusty scissors with me. Fuck that guy at the hotel. He was a piece of shit. That guy sucks. These rusty scissors are for the fans.
Oh, are you still playing this thing?
The flame amulet entrance is blocked by a green spawner tile. Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that could even happen. I had no reason to jump on that guy, I just wanted to see him pop. Well, it's very funny, the sound effect there is actually that my Windows sound alerts have been replaced with Bubsy sound files. So it's not the game chastising me, it's that one of those sound files has just been replaced. What was it, Mains? I actually don't know how you pronounce that.
Oh, are you still playing this thing?
Yeah, it's just Bubsy sound effects. Because I love Bubsy. You see, it's because I love Bubsy. I don't know enough about history to have any idea where I am or what I'm doing in this time period.
Oh, are you still playing this thing?
Hello. Do you recognize
Oh, it's just the
this metal
Gutenberg
letter
press?
G?
Oh, okay.
No. I work with animal skins, making parchment. Those sharp lines would make a big impression on my products, though. But then, my business is not letters, after all.
What is your business? What's parchment?
I'm glad you asked. It's goat or sheep skins that have been carefully crafted so they're soft, clean, and thin enough to write on. The stock we make here is very good and very expensive.
Do you know anything about Herr Gutenberg?
I'm impressed by your curiosity. Actually, I know quite a bit about him. But I really can't chat, unless it's over a nice, hot cup of tea.
Hi, what are you doing?
It's not so hard to describe what a scribe does, plumber. I sit at my table and copy books, word by word by word. Oh, excuse me for yawning, I get so sleepy.
Do you like your work, scribe?
Oh, I love books, but as a career, this is...
Do you like your work, scribe?
Oh, I love books, but as a career,
I didn't mean to
this
click
is
past that.
nothing to write home about. Copying manuscripts is hard work. It takes forever. No wonder books are so darn expensive.
I was just trying to adjust this window. Because it's all in separate windows here, this is one window, and this is one window, and that's one window. Every time I try to move it, like skips something, so.
Would this metal letter G help?
If that were used to print letters, it could make 50 G's in a minute, where it would take me hours. Then I'd have more time to eat my wife's cooking. Have a drumstick.
Weird energy, man. That's a weird energy you're bringing. You really need to think about that next time.
Hey, can I borrow a ladder for the scribe?
He never returns anything, but okay.
Hi, this is some place. What do you do here?
This is a very important mint, and I am a very important craftsman. I use silver, gold, and lead to make keys, coins, medals, and other important things.
Did you make this metal letter G I have here?
That's not my work. Johann Gutenberg made that. He thinks he's the only person in Mainz, besides the jewelers, who knows about metal crafting.
Does Gutenberg work here with you?
Oh, didn't mean to skip that.
Does Gutenberg work here with you?
Ever since he began his secret project, he thinks he's too good for us. Our metalworking, however, is second to none. Here, take this finely crafted key as an example of our work.
What's the secret project? You can tell me.
Ha! Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that's why I asked.
All I can say is that Gutenberg has spent the entire fortune he inherited from his father on expensive metals. Now it's lunchtime, and I can't talk when I'm hungry.
Buddy, have I got you settled on that one?
Here.
You want the scribe's wife's drumstick?
Tasty chicken. I was going to have a hamburger and a frankfurter for lunch, but they didn't show up. What's so funny? Oh, I suppose you want to know more about Herr Gutenberg.
Why did Johann use metal for this letter?
Oh, he tried wood first, but any fool knows that wood is too soft. The letters came out crooked and blurry, but Gutenberg kept on trying. He used to work here, you know.
Cool.
Can you use this metal type?
No, that doesn't look important enough for me.
What does that mean?
Can you tell me anything more?
No, I have much more important things to do.
No, that doesn't look important enough for me.
Hello, is this letter yours?
Psh, son, this is a library. I have absolutely no use for what appears to be a metal letter or wax seal. Perhaps the fellows at the Mint might have made that.
Could this metal letter help him?
Well, you don't have to be a librarian to know that every book is filled with letters. But enough talk. Try some of this tea. I grow it myself in the cathedral garden out back.
What is this thread of conversation? He changed the subject like 3 times.
Does Herr Gutenberg have a library card?
A what? Gutenberg used to come in here every day when he was a little boy. What a bookworm that kid was. Most families can't afford to have a single book in their home.
Does Gutenberg come here anymore?
Does Gutenberg come here anymore?
Fine. He's been too busy trying to invent a faster, cheaper way to make books in large quantities. I hear that's all he does anymore.
Can you tell me about this letter G?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Mario? I can't talk anymore. Our books are so valuable that many have locks on them. Now I have lost the key to the mayor's favorite book. I must find it.
Okay, here's a random-ass key that I found that definitely was not associated in any way with your specific book.
Can you use this key?
A spare key? You found it? Oh, I could kiss you. Sorry. This is a library. I shouldn't shout. Now, was there some book in particular you wanted to see?
I'd like to know some more about Gutenberg.
Ah, yes, poor man. He ran out of money while working on his first book, the Bible. If he can't
So
pay the
he's
loans
the one
back,
who
then
wrote the
make him hand
Bible.
over his
Finally, we get to the
invention.
heart of it.
Gee, will he still get credit for the press?
Everyone in Mainz knows it's Gutenberg's Bible. Perhaps he should write a book about his life and print it up. Then the whole world would know.
Could this metal letter help him?
Well, you don't have to be a librarian to know that every book is filled with letters. But enough talk.
Okay, goodbye. This has been an experience. I'd like to offer you this tea bag.
You want this tea bag?
Cathedral tea. My absolute favorite. Thanks, Herr Mario. Now, what were you saying about Johann?
In hindsight, it feels like that line read might have also made for something worth recording.
What's his so-called secret project?
Secret? Ha! Everyone in Germany knows he's been working on a printing press for at least 30 years.
That's a long time. Is he finished?
Well, if he doesn't pay back the money he borrowed, they may throw the book at him.
Oh,
But
I
he
get it.
swore he would print a Bible this year, and Gutenberg always keeps his word.
Can you use this ladder?
Please don't leave that thing here.
You wanted a ladder.
Well, I hope Gutenberg's invention works out.
Me too. I wouldn't mind an early retirement if I have to copy one more book. Oh dear, I'm going to need a ladder to reach that ink on the closet shelf.
Can you use this ladder?
Just what I needed. Now I can reach the gold ink in my master's closet. Gutenberg wants to use it in his first book, the Bible.
Just growing up in books were very rare and expensive. This was because a scribe duplicated copied by hand, since Johann was a child of great curiosity who loved to invent. Loved to print. Just couldn't get enough of that printing. Oh, it's probably read. Had inherited Gutenberg first tried carving letters from wood, but the printing came out crooked and blurry. Spending all his father's money during the Longer? Okay, it must be shorter. How the fuck long did it take you, man? Okay, fine. Let's look. $30 years. His childhood dream realized at last. Johann printed his first books in Braille. What would Germany have been called right now? In 1455, was Germany not Germany?
Hi, Johann. Having a productive type of day? Yes, but it's Herr Gutenberg to you. Please be on your way now, diminutive one. I'm pressed for time.
Get
I
fucked,
must
Mario!
follow my schedule to the letter, or this printing press will never be finished.
Absolutely getting shit on over here, my guy. That rules.
Herr Gutenberg, I believe this is your type. And you're my type of guy, Mario. But please, call me Johann. Your hard work has helped me to finally finish my masterpiece.
Gay Gutenberg? Gatenberg? Is this the birth of Gatenberg? Jesus, wobbly fuck. Just one more for the road.
Well, are you still playing this thing?
Yeah. The only way that Mario saying yikes to slavery could have been any funnier is if he had literally said, yikes, slavery is bad, isn't it? Like, it's just, they really could have just thought about it, right? Yikes, that's that thing we want less of, right? Bamboo. Yikes.
Hi. This looks like a good place to hang out.
I like your dry humor. As you can see, I'm very busy hanging new paper stuff in the sun to dry.
Okay, I'm tempted to just hit the book on this one. Maybe we just check out the book on this one. Disaster, thanks so much for the Prime Gaming sub. The Emperor was very happy? Impressed? Oh, I didn't even see the word pleased. Why was that in there? A royal... title. Kept it great. I thought it was going to say secret or something. Was secret there? I didn't see the word secret. Did my eyes scan over it too quickly? Oh.
Hey, Mr. Loon, do you need this?
Ah, small one. You have solved the mystery of the missing bamboo bar. I need 4 of these to perfect my drying frame.
You do.
See how thin and pliant this paper will be.
Alright, well. We toughed through it for Marco Polo's chapter last time, but I think it's okay to, like... Sometimes you just gotta cut your losses, you know what I mean? $18.63. You'd be surprised to find out that they actually had a person specifically on staff that was their research coordinator. So, just sharing that information. You can do with that whatever you'd like. I'm not telling you how to handle that info. Just sharing.
Hi, are you here to see the president too?
Yes, my name is Frederick Douglass. I have been patiently waiting while the White House guards check to see if I am allowed in. You, however, may have less of a wait.
Why? Because I'm a plumber?
Such wit. It's as plain as the skin on my face, which seems to cause suspicion in even the most trusting of men. I was once a slave, but today I'm an educated man who needs to see the president.
What about?
To show my support. President Lincoln plans to rid the country of this most despicable of horrors called slavery. But his is an unpopular view, and I am an abolitionist.
Abolitionist? What's that?
A person who wants to abolish or end slavery. I am a teacher, friend, and if you want to be educated, you'll need to know these words. What we need is a dictionary.
I'm sure that is what this world needs right now more than anything.
Hello. Are you Mary Todd?
Who, me? No. Yes. I mean, my maiden name was Todd. I'm always addressed by my married name, Mrs. Lincoln. Please come in and have some refreshments. Lemonade?
Mrs. Lincoln, what's your opinion on the theater?
Mrs. Lincoln? So the president is your husband?
Yes. I married Abraham Lincoln in
1863.
1842. Today, he is the 16th president, but he wasn't always so prominent. He was a woodsman, a store clerk, a surveyor, an attorney, and oh, so much more.
Okay. I've heard of it.
Was he ever a plumber?
Oh, no, I don't think so. He would have told me. He's very honest, you know. In fact, they call him Honest Abe. That's one of the reasons that people like him so much.
I don't know. Great question, Dave. You would really love the wiki article on the historical inaccuracies in this game. I think it would be a really enjoyable read for you.
May I meet the president now?
He's so busy, he barely has time even for us. This war threatens to tear the fabric of family. Which reminds me, I went a bit over budget and I'm making our clothing now. Now, where is my cloth?
Hi, I'm Mario. Who are you?
Well, I'm a speechwriter for the president. But just between you and me, I don't do much speech writing. Lincoln has a mind like polished steel. Any mark on it cannot be erased.
Is that a thing people say? I'm not aware of polished steel being If I put a mark on polished steel, I feel like I might be able to erase it. I feel like that might be possible. I don't understand.
You mean he writes his own speeches?
He not only writes them, he believes them. I sometimes feel like I'm just here to check his spelling. Right now I'm putting the final touches to the emancipation
proclamation.
Damn, this guy is good at spelling. So do you have a dictionary? Because Frederick Douglass seems to think it's the most important thing right now.
What does Emancipation Proclamation mean?
Emancipation is freedom. Proclamation is an official statement. Now take this dictionary by Webster. I used it to check the words in this very same speech he'll be reading to his cabinet.
Why do you think he needs to check the spelling in a speech? Isn't it spoken?
Can you use this dictionary?
My word, you are eager to learn. The way to abolish prejudice is to abolish ignorance. In fact, look up these words: abolition, prejudice, and emancipation. These are important to know.
I have lots to learn.
We all do, my friend, and yet these are dangerous times for all thinking people. This war is tearing this nation asunder. 7 states have already seceded over their rights of self-determination.
That's the loin.
Shouldn't states have that right?
Not at the expense of human rights. Having fled the shackles of slavery myself, I know the importance of self-determination. No one should have the right to buy or sell a human being.
I see. That reminds me. Are these your glasses?
How did that remind you?
Spectacles. I can see more than I care to. Perhaps they belong to Mrs. Lincoln. She seems to be a bit forgetful. She also left this bolt of cloth. Perhaps you could deliver them.
Do you want this cloth?
Thank you, little fellow. Why, you must be friends of General Tom Thumb, the little man from Barnum's Circus. Oh, but didn't our boys enjoy him so?
I don't know him. I wasn't with them.
So you have kids?
Robert, Tad, and Willie. Our Eddie died, of course, and I never quite recovered. So much tragedy. And now this war. I do hope Abraham can end it soon.
That's a tall order.
He's a tall man. And who better to reunite the country than Abe? He understands the people and their struggles. Did you know he was born poor in a Kentucky log cabin? He's a self-taught man.
Interesting, but what's he going to do now?
He tells me that his most important task is to preserve the Union. He has written that a house divided against itself cannot stand.
What does he mean by that?
Think of our country as a house. If you cut it in half, it will surely collapse. That's exactly what we are facing now. Perhaps the speechwriter could explain it better.
Oh, okay. Right. I had to draw it to see it. It makes sense. When you draw it and you see the house cut in half, it really starts to make a lot more sense. So I just had to figure it out. This is a learning opportunity for me. Did you want some lemonade or something?
Do you want this lemonade?
No, you should save it. You may need it later.
How come he's just reading it to his cabinet?
Good point, Mario. Lincoln believes that we need a major victory before he reads it publicly. The world will change drastically if the North loses another battle.
I thought the war is just between the states.
Let me explain. If the Union loses a major battle, Europe may side with the Confederacy. They might send them troops or weapons or...
I'm confused. Isn't this war about slavery?
Slavery is just one issue. It's an important one, to be sure, but this war is quite complex. It might take some time to explain, and my throat is so dry.
I bet you're wishing someone would offer you a glass of lemonade now. You know what? I'm above that, actually. I don't plan to offer you that lemonade. Self-taught lawyer. Oh, so he read the law. Nicknamed Andy Irons. What year am I in? I don't know how many states left the Union. 10, 9, 7. Got it. Thus began the...
Hi, I'm Mario. Are you the president?
Yes, but how in tarnation did you get in here? My guards have some explaining to do. I'd love to jaw with you, but I'm about to address the cabinet. Next time, knock first.
No.
Knock, knock. Are these yours, Mr. President?
I can't tell without my spectacles. Now, that's a joke, son. These are mine, and the thanks are yours. Now I can read my Emancipation Proclamation to my cabinet.
Cool. Guess I'm going home with this delicious lemonade. I think it's really telling that the tallest character in this game didn't call me short. I think that's really, it says a lot about his character.
Well, are you still playing this thing?
Why is that, Terex? Does it have an interesting view of history? Stop!
You look pretty young. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for the Christmas Juvenile lecture on science that Mr. Faraday gives every year. His very first talk was on the chemical history of a candle. I got here early to get a good seat.
Gee, you really like science that much?
I do when Mr. Faraday talks about it. Everyone loves his lectures. He also gives Friday evening talks for adults. Charles Dickens publishes them in his magazines. Even royalty shows up sometimes.
Wow, this Mr. Faraday sounds like a popular guy.
You've never heard him speak, sir? Please, take this extra lecture ticket.
Extra lecture ticket?
He's very well spoken, even though he never went beyond the first few years of school. His family was too poor to send him.
Too poor to go to school?
When Michael Faraday was born in 1791, his father was a poor blacksmith. Michael had to leave school to make money. He worked as a clerk for a bookbinder, who later made him an apprentice.
I know almost nothing about Faraday, so as far as I'm concerned, this is all going to be 100% accurate.
What got him interested in science?
He read a lot of the books he made. He was binding the Encyclopedia Britannica and saw a section on electricity that really sparked his interest. So he began teaching himself about it.
That's amazing. So he taught himself everything?
Everything?
Yes, he is mainly self-educated.
He taught himself everything?
But speaking of books, I seem to have misplaced mine. Conversations on Chemistry, about the work of another famous scientist, Humphrey Davy.
Alright, so you want a book. That's nerd shit.
Hello there. I'm Mario. Who are you?
Bonjour, Mario. I am here to see my old friend, Michael Faraday. I am Professor Gaspard Delarive, visiting scientist from Geneva. Have some Swiss chocolate, which we are famous for.
Thanks for the chocolate.
Yummy, thanks.
Yummy.
Do you recognize this?
Oui. That is a magnet, my friend. In 1819, a scientist called Ørsted found that an electric current would affect a magnetic compass. Faraday's research has taken electromagnetism much further.
Electro-whatism?
It is a very big word, no?
No.
Electromagnetism is a branch of science that deals with the relationship between electricity and magnetism.
Do they have a good relationship?
So many questions. You'd make a good scientist too. Yes, because a current can produce magnetism, Faraday thinks maybe the reverse is true, that magnetism could produce electricity too.
You know a lot about him. When did you meet him?
In 1813, when Sir Davy hired young Faraday and took him on a tour of Europe, Davy's wife insisted Michael be her personal valet. When I found out he was a scientist, I insisted he be treated as one.
When I found out he was a scientist, I insisted he be treated as one.
Wow, is Mr. Faraday a good scientist?
Oh, Monsieur Faraday is one of the greatest in the world. I traveled far to hear him speak, but I've lost my ticket for today's lecture. I'm afraid I won't be able to procure another.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, hope you get that sorted out. Oh, would you look here?
Here, have a ticket.
Ah, merci. I remember once Michael had a big electromagnet at one of his lectures. Suddenly, he threw a shovel at it. Then tongs, then a poker. All of them stuck to the magnet.
Wait, really? Okay, well, now I know you're fucking with me. There's no way that's real.
Sounds like Mr. Faraday has fun with science.
Oh yes, he loves to entertain, but he's very serious about his research. He doesn't mind if no practical inventions come out of it, nor does he care for money or fame. He has a very pure mind.
Parentheses, pejorative.
What does he have going on the back burner?
Back burner? Oh, I get it. Michael works endlessly. He became a chemist when he was only 21 and hasn't stopped since. He discovered a number of organic compounds, including benzene in 1825.
Wow! What else has he done?
He discovered how to turn certain gases into liquid and also made steel that doesn't rust. But I believe he's on the verge of something big with this electromagnetic thing.
Hello, ma'am. Have you met Michael Faraday?
I not only met him, sir. I married him. We live here at the Institute. This year marks our 10th anniversary. Oh, that was a big year for Michael. He also invented the first electric motor.
Wow! What did he do with it?
Unfortunately, its use has been quite limited. For the last 10 years, Michael has been researching a way to generate continuous electrical currents, which would keep such a motor running.
So did your husband discover electricity?
Oh, he's made major discoveries in the field, to be sure. But Michael's former employer, Sir Humphrey Davy, also pioneered work in electricity.
Good of him to invent electricity
Here's a book
instead.
about his work.
Who's Sir Humphrey Davy?
He died 2 years ago, but he gave Michael his start in science. Michael sent him a notebook he compiled from David's famous lectures. Sir Davy was so flattered, he hired him as his lab assistant.
Sounds like your husband owes Sir Davy a lot.
Indeed he does. As an uneducated bookbinder, Michael was extremely grateful for the opportunity, even after Sir Davy voted against Michael becoming a member of the prestigious Royal Society.
Yikes!
Yikes!
Why did he do that?
I believe Sir Davy was simply jealous. After all, his uneducated assistant became more successful than he. Oh dear, I wanted to bake Michael his favorite cake, but I'm out of chocolate.
Yikes, this is on the same level as slavery to me.
Chocolate.
Why, that's very kind of you, Mario. I shall save a slice for you. Michael never took offense, even when Sir Davy was rude and arrogant toward him, for he gave him a chance for a scientific career.
What is the Royal Society? And what happened?
What is the Royal
Publishes
Society?
Reports of scientific work done in many places, including here at the Royal Institute. And despite Sir Davy, Michael was voted in because of his great achievements. I was so proud.
Wow, that must have been quite an honor for him.
There's none higher for a scientist. But Michael put the sweetest note in his box of awards. He wrote that one date stands out most for him as a source of happiness. June 12th, 1821, our wedding.
Here, have a book.
Thanks, Mario, sir. Mr. Faraday says this book changed his life. Humphrey Davy was his hero, just as Mr. Faraday is mine. Sir Davy hired him as his assistant. Perhaps one day, my hero will hire me.
Dream bigger, my guy. Dream bigger.
Is Mr. Faraday considered a success?
Oh yes, he has published many reports about his work in science and has many awards. But he doesn't know math, so he writes up his discoveries in plain language instead of equations.
So Michael Faraday inspired you to study science?
I was going to be the King of England, but after learning about Mr. Faraday, I've changed my mind. Being a scientist is much more fun.
I'm sorry, say that again? Is that a joke? Was he telling a joke there and I missed it? That famous British humor. My Lexi, thank you so much for the resub. Magnets, how do they work? Power? They open up new areas of science, such discoveries as benzene, liquid, public lectures, the words that are red are ones that you can, like, have it define for you. I mean, this is a game for children. So I guess they figured some of the words might need some explanation.
Have I discovered Michael Faraday?
You have indeed, sir. Speaking of discovery, I feel I'm on the very verge of plugging into something quite electrifying. I simply can't talk until I complete this experiment.
Mr. Faraday, I found your magnet.
Good show, old chap. Look, just as I suspected. When I move the magnet through the wire coil, it generates a constant stream of electricity. Now I can build a generator for my electric motor.
I'm sorry, did he just drink from that? Is that a boiling flask? No, it's tapered at the bottom. Is that an Erlenmeyer? Unbelievable.
Paul, are you still playing this thing?
No.